Everybody, back again today, just trying to do a couple repairs here to our travel trailer. What we have is a situation where our bathtub is kind of soft in places, and I didn't really know why. Was hoping it wasn't plumbing damage, and it turned out it was not plumbing damage, so that's good. But in any event, we still have to fix it because it's not safe, and the tub is eventually going to crack because of it. So let's go take a look. Alright everybody, so here is our RV bathroom. This is a Prowler 27 foot, very nice trailer, but the bathtub leaves a little bit to be desired, and the reason why is because when you step in the middle here, it's nice and solid. You can kind of see that, but come over here to the drain. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's real spongy, and it moves. See if I can get a better view of that for you. You can see it bows in the edge of the tub where that happens, and it's actually unsafe. It's really the worst here by the drain. So I tried to figure out what would be causing that, and let's see if I can show you. Turn the light on here. So I opened up the access panel down here, and let me get another flashlight. And this is what it is here. You can see there's not a whole lot of support under the middle section. You can see the plywood back there, and they made a really big cut. And right there where there's no plywood is where a person typically stands. So what I'm going to do is cut some wood of some scrap I have here and there and try to fit it in there to give additional support. Kind of the same thing over here, although it's a lot harder to see because of the drain. But they cut a big old hole. It's almost like when they were building this, they didn't know where the drain was going to go, so they cut a hole in the plywood or the OSB about like this, which is really silly to do. It makes absolutely no sense to me. So anyway, we're going to work on it. I'll let you know how it turns out. So luckily I had some old plywood here that I didn't need. I just keep around for projects just like this, and actually had some 2x2s that were screwed onto it. This was like a piece of plywood that a piece of equipment must have been delivered on. But anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and saw this up in the length I need. This is going to be about the same size as the stilts that are already in there, so that's good. And then I'm going to go ahead and cut some little ends off of this piece of wood. I'm going to get my first piece in there, and we'll see how it goes. Piece is cut, and the idea is I'm going to try to fit this up. If I can make it work, I'm going to try to screw the pieces together, but the general idea is this here. All the pieces are going to sit together, and of course these will be all square. But the idea is that those will be the pieces that stand up, kind of like that, and then this piece of plywood will fit on top. That's kind of how they did it existing in there, so we're going to go ahead and give that a try. And if I can go ahead and mock this up on the outside, I'll go ahead and put screws in and put this all together. If not, I'll have to figure out how to fasten it all together underneath. Okay everybody, alright, well, I am done as far as I could go. So I'll give you a look at what it looks like here, but first, just to kind of review, so I put a piece of wood here that was missing. Just open free space. When you stand on it, it can crack the tub eventually. I did put a piece here as well. There was an existing piece that was here. There's a little bit right there that's existing, and then it comes over this way, existing. And I tried to get a piece all on the back there, but I couldn't quite get my hand in there. The good thing I did learn though is there's hot and cold water lines that run right there. So someday if I want to put an outside shower outside this wall, I can cut the hole and get in there, and at that point I can get my hands back in that area better and get a piece of wood in that way when I put the outside shower in. So that's also good to know the water lines there for future. I was wondering where those were. So anyway, without further ado, I'll show you the little job I did. Let me get down in there. It's a little hard to, sorry for the shaky camera, guys. It's a little bit hard for me to get in there with my cell phone. Oh, the flicker is from the LED light that I have inside. So just to review real quick, you can see the liquid nails I've got there. Not the prettiest thing in the world, but it will work. Holding that piece up, and the little piece set way up there in the back that you kind of hard to see in the dark. And then we go outside the drain valve here, the drain here, and you can see I got two more over there, and they are holding up this piece of wood. And this piece was a little bit looser, so I decided to just go ahead and goober up a little bit of liquid nails on there. You can see I did cut it a little bit long, but that's okay. Nobody will know except for you. So anyway, the other thing I found is that my drain nut was loose, which was leaking down into the hole here. And let me see if I can turn the camera on for you. There we go. So you can kind of see what happened. It kind of discolored all that in there. So I'm going to spray a little bit of Clorox bleach in there, make sure nothing's growing bad. And hopefully it wasn't too bad of a problem. So I'll get that tightened up as well. Anyway, that's it. And now the tub is nice and solid.